It's a Monday, and that means it's time for Big News America, where we find the heart in each and every story. Well, today, CBS News contributor David Begnaud brings us to a small community in Idaho for a story that shows
Top of it, Johnny!
A little kindness.
Johnny!
At the last remaining,
I'm gonna pull it right back up, Bakes.
In Pocatello, Idaho. The curtains have closed. And the final act in the story of the video stop, a staple in Pocatello for more than 30 years, had to do with the owner, David Craning, figuring out how he would tell his best customer that it was over.
Hello.
You see, Christina Kavanaugh's day, every day for the last 20 years or so, has been to rent a movie from the video stop, often the same movies, around the same time every afternoon.
She doesn't ask for very much. She asks for very little. So when she does express herself, I try and accommodate her. Did you have a good day?
That's Toni Kavanaugh, Christina's mom. Her life is dedicated to Christina, who has Down syndrome and is mostly nonverbal.
Are you crying again?
Every night, like clockwork, Christina eats her dinner and watches her movies. Now, getting them could not be easier. From their house to the video stop, it's only about a 1-minute drive. And Christina doesn't even need the movies. Toni owns most of them. But that's not the point of the story.
She won't watch the ones here. She'll only watch them if they're from the video store.
It's all about the routine, which is essential for Christina's happiness.
Key word right there, man.
I think it's comforting.
Not so comforting was the reality Dave
The
was
video
facing.
games. Them is all PlayStation games on the back right there.
Financials at the end of the year. It's like it just wasn't sustainable.
So he knew what he had to do with the business. But about Christina,
This was one of my first jobs. I remember back in high school, her bringing her daughter in, yet getting the movies, and it's been that long.
He probably should have closed sooner. Oh, dear. But he kept it open for her.
so you won't be surprised to hear what Dave did next. He owns the convenience store next door to the video stop. So inside, he dedicated a section as Christina's Corner. He put up some shelving and a display of DVDs to make it just like what she's used to seeing.
Come on now.
And then Dave put Christina's favorite movies front and center.
That somebody would do something so kind for her specifically like that. He wasn't thinking about anything else except her. And that's huge. You love
Come on
my
now.
child. I love you.
Toni says Pocatello has been the best place to raise Christina.
You got your pretties on.
Because the people here treat them like family. And few better than Dave and his team,
Come here, Christina.
who are waiting every day around 3:30 p.m. when Christina comes walking through that door and now heads for her corner,
Hey, Dave.
where she grabs the movie, walks to the register, and checks it out herself.
2 0.
Even pays the bill.
Good job. Sign your name, okay?
And just before leaving, does this.
You are so
Come on
very
now.
welcome, Christina.
A powerful gesture that says everything she might want to say. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll have a wonderful rest of your
You
day.
as well. See you tomorrow.
There we go.
That's a good story. It definitely hits home too, because man, renting joints back in the day, that was that's an era that kind of ended with us, with our generation. You know what I mean?
Oh man, the motherfucking So in Sacramento, we had the Hollywood video. That was like a oh, y'all had Hollywood video out there?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh shit. What
Hollywood was like that was like the Blockbuster op. You know what I mean?
100%. Oh, everything. Yeah, man. This shit, man.
Yeah, we had one Hollywood video. And we had like a gang of Blockbusters and shit. And then there was hella mom and pops for show.
Yeah, mom and pop store was the shit, bro. Everything. Right. Blockbuster, when I lived in Oakland, Blockbuster was on my corner 100%. So I could walk to the Blockbuster 8, 9, 10 years old. Mom wasn't tripping. I had my own Blockbuster card and everything. Right. Only thing she didn't like was the late
video games, movies.
Yeah, she didn't like the late fees. I had to make sure I took that motherfucker back on time. Oh,
you ain't lying.
Come on now. But yeah, man, this it's still good people in this world, 100%, bro. You know, we see a lot of the stories that we have done. We done some, you know, good stories when they do come across. We talked about the youth in Oakland who used to do bipping turned into entrepreneurs by running their own car wash. You know what I mean? We did talk about that. So when the shit do come across the timeline, man, we are going to see push that shit in. And this right here, you know what I mean? Like Brad said, it's the fucking routine, man, 100%. You know what I mean? She been doing this shit for so long, you know what I mean? And it's just the little things. And
the routine equals her happiness, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? I think that's the one thing that I think is what my favorite part about this segment or that we watched right now is that you know, there's still people out there that it brings them joy to make other people happy.
100%.
Because that's, you know, that's the type of people I want to be around, you know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know what I mean, we're reflections of who we surround ourselves with, you know what I mean, and making the people around you happy. You know what I mean? It should it should bring you joy. You shouldn't do things like, it's not like this guy is doing this thing to one day be like, look, you know, now when you got your Christine's corner, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Like, you know what I mean? There's no intentions but doing this for her happiness, and I that's my favorite part about this. You know what I mean?
One of my favorite analogies is like throwing the oop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Throwing the oop is letting you get your shine on, and it's one of the hardest basketball.
Go ahead and take that one to the house.
Come on now, or take it to the house. You know what I mean? Or I got the interception. Let me go ahead and pitch it to my brother so he can go ahead and get the 7. You know what I mean? 100%.
Really?
I mean, we've always. Especially me, bro. You know what I mean? Motherfucker always want to see a motherfucker win.
Yeah, and I could attest to that.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And doing something so small. And you know what I mean? The mom said that he should have been closed the business, but he kept it open for her 100%. You know what I mean? So, you know, motherfucker want to see a motherfucker happy. You know what I mean? And it's so much, you know, ugliness and so much, you know, hate and just bullshit that's surrounded us right now. No matter how you move and whatnot, you know what I mean? It's always going to be some type of bullshit every way, you know what I mean? But, you know, glass half full on my end, 100%. And I try and project that to others, big bro. So, you know what I mean? When you see this type of shit, that shit hit home, man, 100%, man. So shout out to
morally wealthy is that guy.
Come on now.
That one. You know what I mean?
Them is facts. Bake said, my sister-in-law has a German Shepherd / Gray Wolf mix. When he stands on his hind legs, his arms lay on my shoulder. He's taller than me, so about 6'3". Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine a dire wolf. This joint gonna be like 10 feet tall, bro. Everybody run.
Them is facts. Top of the motor. Hey!
You start hearing that motherfucker howl, it's gonna reverberate. You're like, oh shit. See, that's how the horror movie's gonna start.
It's gonna feel like a baby earthquake. Oh, everything. Rattle your motherfucking house. Oh, everything.
This fall, you will be in dire straits.
Fuck, bro. Oh, everything.
The dire wolf.
Excuse me. It's about the experience of going to a physically go and rent the movie from the actual store. I wish I could go back and do that again. 100%, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty cool back in the days. You know what I mean? And then like, what was it? Especially when, you know, you can just go rent a game and be like, oh, this game is dope. I'm buying this joint. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because it's like, yo, I was buying a game and the game's hood. Right? You know, that's not how it was for us growing up. We're going to go test drive this thing first. Unless it was already a must-have where you already know, like, oh, this is going to be him.
Oh, yeah, if it's a franchise game, for sure.
Yeah, we got it prepaid even.
It was
pre-ordered it.
It was Mando for sure. Oh, my mama Peacock said this is wholesome. Them is facts. Top of the morning, Crooked Commish.
What's up, Crook?
Top
Top
of
of the top.
Oh, everything. Lee said, man, that's a great way to end the show, fellas. Great story, and that's a great person. Them is facts, bro. Oh, my mama. That's a powerful message. Everyone should see and should send to everyone. Facts. Oh, my mama. Hey, who's chopping onions? That's why I had to go black the screen for a second, big bro. No lie. Oh, everything. Them is facts. 100%. And I love it. We live in a small country town like that, and it's very, very nice. You can raise your kids in. That's right, sis. 100%. Oh, my mama, man. Everybody know everybody. It's like family. It's like when we was growing up in this motherfucker. No matter where you went to in this motherfucker, you know, one of them OGs knew your grandma, your uncle, your cousin, your mama, your daddy. So by the time, if you fucked up on the other side of the community, by the time you got home, you already got cussed out for fucking up on that side. And when you got home, you was gonna get it again, and let alone get your ass whooped. And that's nothing but the community, you know what I mean? 100%. So fuck yeah, man.